Hey guys, if you've been following along with some of the other science videos that I've created for the ACT, this one will be added to the video series, and it's focusing on how to handle a protocol during the ACT science section, whether it's chemistry or what other subject they want to put a protocol into. So I'm going to help you go through the protocol, show you how to use it, and let's get rolling. So looking to your left, you'll notice that this image has a chemistry equation with it. And thinking back to your experience from your chemistry course that you've had, you should be well aware on how to read the chemistry equations. And you should be able to notice that when we write words above the arrows in the equation, it can imply that that particular substance could be a catalyst. So that'll give you a quick way to look at the chemistry equation and give you an idea of what they're doing. But you should also use that to your benefit by asking yourself a few questions. Well, what are they doing with the catalyst? Before you even get into the protocol or the experiment, just brainstorm for 10-15 seconds. Well, in this case, they could be increasing the amounts of imidazole to see if it could speed up the reaction of sucrose and water to give glucose and fructose. As we go through this particular experiment, that's what they're doing. So before you even read anything, that will at least give you an idea about what's going on before you dive into reading. Now, on other videos, I've already explained to you, always look for italicized words. Anywhere there's an italicized word, you must know the meaning of it. And in this case, we see the word buffer solution is italicized. Make sure you know what that means. And they have written it here in the parentheses. A buffer solution is a solution that maintains a stable pH. So the buffer solution is going to help us maintain a stable pH of our solution that we're using. Now notice you'll see steps 1, 2, 3, 4. I refer to this as a protocol. These are the steps that you need to be aware of how the experiment was carried forth. Make sure you read those so you will understand them. I'm not going to go through each one of them, but when you encounter the protocols, please read them. I'm just trying to save you some time here in this video so it doesn't bore you too bad. Okay, look at the graph, the first graph, the one in the middle. Notice they have a key at the top, and the key is telling us the concentrations of imidazole that we're going to be using in the experiment to determine the reaction rate, or to see if imidazole increases the reaction rate of sucrose and water to give glucose and fructose. Notice the very dark dotted line, 25 grams per liter. It is the line on the graph with the highest rate. Notice your y-axis says mass of sucrose hydrolyzed, and your x-axis tells us this is over 35 minutes. Notice the dotted line at the bottom is 0 grams per liter. That means no imidazole was used in the reaction. And when they didn't use any imidazole, the rate was a lot slower than what it was with the 5, the 10, the 15, the 20, or the 25 grams per liter of imidazole. So in this case, imidazole is working as a catalyst and a pretty good one. And you could select any one of those concentrations depending on how quickly you wanted your reaction to run. The image to the right, the far right, the last image, or it's labeled figure 2. The key is now about pH. Notice how the pH is changing from 5.24 to 5.5, all the way through 6.5. And notice the effects of the pH of the solution on the reaction. Look at our y-axis again. We're still measuring the mass of sucrose hydrolyzed, and our x-axis is still over 35 minutes, from 0 to 35 minutes. But look at the effects of the pH on the reaction. A pH of 5.24, the darkest line on the graph here, speeds up the reaction, whereas the pH of 6.5 makes the reaction slower, which is the bottom line. Now you could make combinations of the imidazole and pHs to affect your reaction rate of sucrose and water to give glucose and fructose. That's all this experiment's about. This is how you should look at it before you even jump into the questions. Now, once you jump into the questions will be very easy since you've taken enough time to process all the information in front of you. With that being said, I hope this is helpful. And if you need any help, put a comment below or reach out to us. Our email address is on our channel. Have a great day.